Hi everybody, it's WAPI webinars again.
Agency for creatives for Amazon listings. Amazon is all about conversions.
Sounds so simple and so straightforward. That's absolutely great life hack.
You need to love what you do.
Hi everybody, it's WAPI webinars again. Alex Fridman with you, and my wonderful guest today is Fatos Fatin. Hi Fatos.
Hi, hello everybody.
How are you doing today?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. It is sunshine in Latvia, and everybody here feel ourselves wonderful because we have a joke that in Latvia we have wonderful summer, but it's a pity in these 2 days we usually work. So this is the day.
Okay, yeah, we've got glorious sunshine in London as well, which is wonderful. So yeah, it's a lovely day.
Wonderful. Fatos, can you tell us about yourself, introduce yourself to the audience so that everybody knows what you are doing and how did you come to e-commerce world?
Okay, so I'm Fatos. I'm the founder of Maxamaze. We're an Amazon creative agency. We basically want to be known as the best agency for creatives for Amazon listings. We're getting there. We are getting there. And my entry into the world of e-commerce was a little bit later in my career. So I have a background in economics and finance. And then for many years, I built a fashion business. We did swimwear and lingerie, our own brand, plus white labeling. That grew into a 7-figure business. And then, when COVID happened is when I got into e-commerce. Really, that was when I had a little bit of space and time to think about what else I wanted to do. And I decided to get into the Amazon space. And I am quite geeky. So I did a lot of learning, and I just loved it. I found it fascinating and started as a private label seller, which I still do. And then I transitioned into the creative side of things. So, even though my background is finance, I have a creative mind and I can visualize things. I have very specific design aesthetic. And there was an opportunity which came up and it was just the right thing for me. People were saying to me, yeah, how come your listings are converting so well? What is the secret? How do you do it? And slowly I was helping other sellers, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to do this as a business. And that's basically how Maxamaze came to be.
Yeah, it's always interesting for me how happens this shift from trading to making the services for the others.
Yes.
I suppose in Amazon there are so many people who want to get on this ship and who wants to start, and if you can share your knowledge with them, then they probably attack you, and you don't already have time for your own trading.
It's true. Even though we are a creative agency, I find a lot of the time that I'm mentoring people a little bit as well. Just completely, as a free of charge thing. It's not something that I charge for. But when we get sellers who are maybe a little bit like they're new, they're still learning the ropes. And Amazon is, it's not an easy thing to navigate. It's very complicated. And I end up with people asking me about, I had a problem, they canceled my shipping plan, what should I do? And shipping plans have got nothing to do with creatives, but I'll end up helping as much as I can. So I love that element of sort of supporting people who are new to the game as well.
So that's wonderful. And I really appreciate that you came to our webinar, and our audience will hear some life hacks, and you will share your experience with us. Today, your topic is Master Amazon Listing Optimization, Key Mistakes and Strategies. That's right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Wonderful. Then let's go straight to it. I know that you have prepared the presentation for us, so we all want to see it.
Okay, so I have some slides I prepared, and we can do look at some live listings as well. So Amazon optimize for success. So Amazon is all about conversions. Basically, there are 3 cornerstones for a listing that's going to be successful on Amazon. The listing has to be discoverable, it has to be engaging, and it needs to convert. So these are the 3 things that I put on a to-do list if you're looking at how to optimize your listing. So the first thing that you have to do is that people actually need to be able to find your listing. So you have to be discoverable. And how do you do that? So let's talk about keywords and titles. So your keywords are how Amazon, how you get shown on Amazon, because if you're running a physical store, you would have a store that people could see. But on Amazon, there are thousands and thousands of listings. So if somebody is looking for a phone case, they're going to enter a keyword. That's how they're going to find the product. So having an optimized title is the #1 priority for being discovered, for people actually finding you when they're looking for a particular product. So what you need to do to make sure that your title is optimized is, do your keyword research, find out what are the keywords that people are using to find a product like yours, and then create your title, making sure that you have those keywords in your title in phrase form. And a lot of people I see will not utilize this space. It is so critical. Your title is the #1 most important thing for getting discovered. So typically, you can go up to 150, 200, depends on the product. But, this is an example, the one on the right-hand side. This is somebody's title, and they've basically not utilized that space at all. Whereas this title on the left is utilizing the character count. They're using up that space to make sure that they get found.
All this long title is one title.
Yes.
On the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one title on the left, and this on the right is another title that somebody created for their product. I was just randomly looking on Amazon, and I saw that was actually somebody's title. It's surprising to see that product actually is still out there, but it is. So what else? Relevant keywords. You need to make sure that the keywords you use in your title are relevant. Make sure that it's really properly describing your product. This was something that I thought was interesting. I was again looking. This is a ceramic vase. But this person decided to put a crock milk can shape in the title. This is a crock milk can. This is a completely different.
Absolutely different.
So what they're doing is basically wasting their time and their money, because their product may come up when somebody's looking for a crock milk can, and their product's going to come up. But the chances that the person looking for this product on the right is going to buy this product on the left, I don't think is that great. So your title, in terms of being found, is the number one most important thing. So discoverability is very, very important, like I said. So
what you are using to analyze the keywords?
In terms of software,
Yes.
I use Helium 10.
Okay.
Yeah. I started using Helium 10 when I was first doing my training, and ever since I've just stuck with it. I know there are other tools that are really great as well. But that's what I use. So the next thing is engagement. So what do you do when people find your product, they land on your listing, to make sure that they actually buy your product and they don't jump off and go to another listing? So this is where the quality of your listing content is really important, because you want people to be drawn in and buy your product. You just need to sell to them. So for this, you need an optimized listing with your images, your sales copy, videos, A+ content. So how do you do that? Here we are. Let's go to another slide. There you go. So again, this is an example. These are two different products. We're just comparing them. They're both watering cans. So this is one product on the right, and then we have a product here on the left. So the people on the right have basically not really invested much in their listing. They've got one hero image. This is what they're using as their lifestyle image, and then they have a hand-drawn image of the dimensions of the product. Whereas this product on the left has got a ton of lifestyle images showing the product in use. We've got some infographics, listing images telling you how much it holds. It tells you it's a great thing to have with kids. There's a video. So this is where somebody's actually taken the time to invest in creating a listing that is going to engage the shopper. So that,
yeah, but here on the left, the product is also cool.
Yes, yeah, it is. It's a dog shaped like a watering. Yeah.
Never seen anything like this.
Yeah, no, it's cool. And then, in terms of engagement, your sales copy is really important. This is a listing on the right for some outdoor coats. This is their sales copy, which is mind-blowing. And this is a very big brand. And it's just really hard to believe that a big brand will come up with sales copy that looks like this. This is just the first 2 bullet points of a different product, which is actually talking to the customer. It's actually having a dialogue. It's having a conversation and engaging the customer in the product. So you need all of these things, video, A+ content as well, to engage the customer. And then you hope that you're going to convert and they're not going to jump off your listing, because by that point, they're so interested, they're sold on the product, and they're just going to make the purchase. So that is the conversion part of the whole thing.
Okay. So again, the conversion part comes together with engagement.
Yes. Yeah. It follows on from the engagement. You've got to give the customer the information. You've got to also make them want the product. It's about desirability and relatability. And then they'll buy the product and you convert. And conversions are so key. It's easy to spend money on ads and send people to your listing, but if they land on your listing and they don't think the product is worth buying or it's good enough and they bounce off, all you've done is just wasted your ad dollars.
Yeah, it sounds so simple and so straightforward. Like make it discoverable, engage people, and they will convert. But at the same time, what are the most common mistakes sellers make when creating their listings?
So a lot of sellers don't include a lifestyle element, you know, their lifestyle images. I mean, at a very basic level, the biggest mistake that sellers make is that they assume that shoppers are going to buy the product. When you're selling on Amazon or on any online platform, you have to sell the product. As a seller, it's your job to sell it. It's not the job of the shopper to buy it. And the moment you realize that and you can start working from that basis, you're much more likely to get it right. You know, in my previous business many years ago, we actually also had some physical shops. And for me, when I build an Amazon listing, I think about it from the perspective of a bricks and mortar shop. And, you know, you think, if this was my shop and I was trying to sell this product, how would I do it? You know, you have to have a beautiful shop window. And what's your shop window on Amazon? It's your hero image. So your hero image needs to be really, really very strong, stand out, look different, to make people come into your shop, you know, come onto your listing. And then, you know what?
That's absolutely great life hack, actually. I've never heard it before. So just when you're creating a listing, just imagine that you're building a shop on the street. What would you do to make people come in and engage them and like so that they convert and buy your goods? Like it is not online. Imagine it is an offline. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly how I see it. Yeah, so they come into your shop, you know, they come into your listing. You know, if you go into a physical shop, what do you see? You see a display of the product. Where's your display? It's your image stack. And you know, you have a sales assistant who might come and say, how can I help you? And look at this product. Let me tell you about this smoothie maker. You know, it does this, you can do this, you can do that. How's your listing going to do that? You know, you do it with your infographics, you do it with your videos. It's exactly the same process. It's just done in a different format. So
there is a small difference that your online shop must be SEO optimized. The offline business doesn't have to be SEO optimized.
No, it doesn't, but it does in a way, because you know, the SEO part of it with a physical store is your location. You know, where are you going to open your shop? You know, if you're selling if you're selling luxury clothes, you will go and open it on Bond Street or Sloane Street. You know, you wouldn't have it in a low end area. You wouldn't have it in a deprived area. So and having, you know, your signage on the outside of your shop, essentially that's your title. So it's not exactly the same, but it's just the discoverability and just giving the messages to who you are and what you're selling. But yes, SEO, you need your keywords.
Thank you very much for watching our webinars. I hope you like it. So my company WAPI is creating all of this, and I'll take my chance and tell you a little bit more about WAPI. If you're selling something, for example, you're selling wonderful sunglasses, you live in Italy and Italian market is full of your sunglasses and everybody is very happy. So now you want to go global, you want to go international. So what you need to find the right sales channel, and then you need to send all these products to your customers. That's where WAPI comes in. We have integrated a huge amount of sales channels. We have huge amount of partners, service providers in e-com that will help you to expand to any country where you want. Send us an email, ask your question. Our key account manager will help you to grow your business to a new level. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you that you subscribe and stay tuned.
Maybe you can now tell about the SEO optimized title and SEO optimized listing on Amazon. What is it about?
Yeah, it's about getting your keywords in the right places. So what are the search terms that people are using to find your product when they're looking for your product? Just making absolutely sure that you have your main keywords in your title. That's how people are going to find you.
But is it only about title?
You should have it in your bullet points and also in the back end as well. Absolutely, definitely. But what's important about the title is to keep them in phrase format. And usually the way that I do it is in descending order of importance from left to right. So the beginning of the title is where you should be putting your most important keywords. And important doesn't necessarily mean the highest search volume, because, you know, if you have a long tail keyword that describes your product exactly, then that, even if it's got lower search volume, is probably more important for your product.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely it isn't just about the search volume. Search volume, of course, is important. But
Okay,
it's
wonderful.
the most important. Yeah.
And what about images? You told the word infographics.
Yes.
Like, how infographics are they effective?
Yes, because they communicate the features and the benefits of the product to the customer. So if a customer's buying a product, they want to know how it works, how it's going to help them. So infographics definitely are very important, as well as A+ content.
Cool. Do you have any examples in your presentation?
Yes, this is a jigsaw puzzle. It's a really wonderful octopus jigsaw puzzle. So here are some infographics. Let's see what we mean by infographics. So we're talking about, you know, we have this beautiful puzzle on the table with two people putting it together. They're assembling it. We're talking about like what this product is for, what it helps with. With this image, we're communicating, you know, we have an older model here,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a younger model. The reason for that is that a big market for these sorts of jigsaw puzzles is a slightly older demographic, because it's good for mental exercise and hoping that it will help memory and sort of slow down degeneration. So that's why there's a really specific reason why we have these two models in this picture. And here we're saying it's a premium jigsaw puzzle, and then it supports mental exercise, problem-solving skills. It's good for stress relief, and it's good for digital detox, because a lot of people just spend too much time on their phones or their computers. So these are infographics that are superimposed on an image and are just giving you more information about that product. And then again, here it's telling you it's made with sustainable wood, it won't fade. Here it's telling you that it's made with 5mm wood, it's solid wood, it's not going to buckle or warp. Here there's a focus on this very specifically shaped pieces in the puzzle. It's telling you about that. Here it's telling you that it's a great gift, you know, 500 pieces in the puzzle, the finished dimensions, 19 by 15 inches, suitable for people who are 14 plus. So these are examples of infographics which are just adding to the picture. You know, the picture's doing a lot of communicating. We can see it's a gift.
How difficult is to create so beautiful images with this infographics? Like how significantly it increases the budget of the seller? You know, like what is the difference?
It isn't that much. It's an investment. It's basically an essential part of selling on an online platform. You know, the cost relative to the revenue that it's going to generate, you know, it isn't a massive investment. I think a lot of people would be surprised at, you know, what it actually does cost. It isn't a scary amount at all.
Okay, cool.
So these are examples of some infographics, and there are plenty more. Yeah.
Okay. So I see you have some more examples prepared for us.
Yes, well, I can show you more if you like. So let's see.
Of course,
example,
I think that the exact examples is like the best thing, and if you can describe what is it done good there, or maybe any mistakes there, it is like the best way to teach.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got some good examples as well here, rather than bad ones. Let's have a look. So this is a product that is a UV protective sleeve for people when they're outdoors. Again, you know, it's talking about the fact that you can use it to cover up tattoos. It's talking about the fabric. This is a good infographic. It tells you that basically, you know, it will keep you cool in hot weather and it will keep you warm in cold weather. So just using some graphics like this and the red and blue arrows, it just makes it a lot easier to communicate the message as to what this product does for you. Similarly, let's have a look.
So I hear that you believe in the lifestyle images, yes, a lot.
Yes, absolutely. Because, you know, we're all human beings and we relate to other human beings, and we want to see products in use and, you know, how they will help us and how we can picture it in our own lives. So that is absolutely key, the lifestyle images. And you know, I know there's a lot of talk about AI generated images, etc., but call me old-fashioned, but I think, you know, live models and real settings are still, I think they're still, you know, you can't beat it. So
yeah.
But modern technology, you know,
but still you have now an option to ask artificial intelligence to make a lifestyle image with your product.
Yeah.
Did you try actually to do this or not yet?
I've seen examples of it. I think, you know, the technology is very clever, but I think it's still got a little bit of a way to go before it's, you know, completely convincing. But, you know, we'll see, who knows? Everything's moving very quickly.
Cool. So do you have anything more in your presentation for us?
I would like to also talk about A+ content, which is, you know, another important thing, and also the difference between premium and standard A+ content, because a lot of people are also asking those questions, saying, you know, what's the difference? Why should I have it? So A+ content, every seller should use it. Anyone who's brand registered should use it because it's free and it's an extra space for you to have visuals to talk about your product. It's just more space to communicate with your customer and give them more information. So absolutely, anyone who doesn't use it, I think it's a waste.
Can you show us?
Yes.
So what is the?
So this is standard A+ content. We'll show you the premium in a minute. So A+ content sits at the bottom of your listing. You scroll down to the end and it basically replaces where the product description would be. Normally, you know, when you create a listing, there's a space for product description, which is just text. And then when you upload A+ content, it basically, it overrides it. It sits above it. So you don't see the description, but you just see the images. So staying with this product, which is a jigsaw puzzle, you know, this is talking about the product. Just, you know, you have lovely big images here to talk about what is this product, what can you do, you know, this module here is telling you about the different designs. And again, it's just that message of what it does for you, what you can do, and it's just about engaging the customer even more. So yeah. This is standard A+ content. When you go on to premium A+ content, if I can, here we are. We'll go back to this one. So on this listing, you have premium A+ content, which you can see is wider. It takes up a lot more space on the screen. And it has a lot of different features. So the modules basically blend into one. So there are no lines. You can just seamlessly scroll through this. Whereas when you look at this one, you can see the modules sit separately. They're disconnected from each other. So here, it's just all on one page. You just don't see any division.
So one is like a PowerPoint presentation and the second one is like a website.
Exactly. Yeah. And here there are lots of features that don't exist in the standard A+. So there's a video actually embedded here. So if you click on this, it will play a video. There's another really fun feature that I like, which is carousels. So basically here, this product is talking about the different features here, and you can scroll, you know, it can tell you all the different things you can use this product for. So this is another feature of premium A+ content, which I think is really fun. You can do lots of fun things with this. There are other things like hotspots, Q&A sections. So premium A+ is definitely a step up. But regardless, you can, you know, you should use standard if you're not using the premium. So for premium, there are certain things that you need to, certain requirements that you need to check to be entitled to premium. It has to be, every listing has to have this brand story section. And also you need to have had 15 sets of A+ content approved, and then Amazon will hopefully say that you can use premium A+ content as well.
So you need to deserve it.
You need to deserve it. Yeah, you need to deserve it.
Okay, cool. So but I understand that together with you, it is easy to deserve this one, right?
Yeah.
you know how to do it.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Just really, you know, don't rush your Amazon listing. Don't be mean. Invest in your Amazon listing because it is absolutely critical. It can make or break your business.
Yeah, I like your way. You look at this like fundamentally different. Like from the moment you say my attitude is like I am building an offline shop, it changes everything.
Yes.
You already understand that you can't like just rent any shop, put any poster on the wall and hire any seller like in the shop. No, you have to train the seller, you have to engage people, you have to choose the place, you have to do a lot. Otherwise, it will be just a waste of time and money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, maybe any life hacks that you have found that help to make a great listing.
So life hacks sort of related to the listing, or sort of general?
Yeah, general, like what differs, like everybody wants to be outstanding.
Yes.
Like when your listing is outstanding, then it engages and people convert. Maybe you have found some life hacks how to be outstanding from all the others, thousands and millions of sellers who are trying to make engaging listings.
You need to love what you do, and you need to, if you're looking at your product, you need to really love and believe in your product, because if you can't put yourself behind something completely, you're not being fair to yourself or to the product or whatever it happens to be. So I think you definitely need to have that belief and that faith in it. And don't try and do what you can't do. Try and do what you can do, and do it to your best ability. I think is what I found works for me anyway. So
you just answered my both questions that I usually ask in the end about a short takeaway, how to make a successful listing and what mistakes not to do. You answered it in one sentence.
Having waffled for so long,
Yeah, but still I have one question, a very important one. A short takeaway, how to be successful in life in general.
Just focus on what you're good at and makes you happy, and you're much more likely, I think.
And yes, and if you can find something that you love and focus on this one, then you will live in a life of the dream, right? But that's difficult, actually. That's difficult.
It is difficult.
But I agree with you 100%.
I think too often we are trying to do what we think we should be doing, and rather than what we really want to be doing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Fatos. It's a wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
And yes, my takeaway will be, if you want to make an online store, online listing, start to thinking like you're building an offline. This will be my personal takeaway from today.
Well, that's great.
It changes all your thoughts. So please, everybody, if you want to have wonderful listings, contact Fatos. Maybe you want to say something to the audience.
Yeah, we'd absolutely love to help you, even if it's just a listing critique. If you want an audit, just get in touch and we'll have a look at your listing and give you our opinion, our feedback. We're very, very happy to do that. And then if you would like us to go ahead and create some content for you, we'd love to help with that. And we've got some special offers as well for people who are coming via the WAPI community or who've been on this webinar as well. So yeah.
Will there be any discount for WAPI community for listening the critics about their listings?
Yeah, so the just doing a critique is free of charge. We will have a look at it and give you our opinion and guidance. That's completely free. And then if you do book our services, if we're doing a full package, premium with videos and images, then we will do your sales copy for free. and that will
Wow,
be
I think that's super generous, a super generous offer for everybody. You should contact Fatos because listening for free the opinion, I think this is very expensive, and then you can decide. All the contents you can find under the video. So thank you very much for joining our webinar. Everybody who needs help with fulfillment, with localization of your stock all over the Europe, as you know, we've got 11 warehouses. And we can help you with 24-hour deliveries everywhere in Germany, Spain, Italy, UK, USA, Poland. USA, you heard right. We're working now not only in Europe, but also in USA, helping you with Amazon Prep and with FBM and D2C deliveries. So please, any questions about the fulfillment, we are ready to help you. And of course, stay tuned. Stay with WAPI. We're creating wonderful contact with our partners, with our guests, and with very experienced people. So stay tuned, listen, learn, and wish you good luck, success, and a lot of revenue. Huge revenues for you. Thank you, Fatos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you that you subscribe and stay tuned. Good luck!